Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another episode of Life 2.0 with Matt Jones. In this brief episode, I jump into the extraordinary life and remarkable journey of Arnold Schwarzenegger himself, as seen in his very powerful documentary on Netflix entitled Arnold. You know, I watched this recently and I thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, I couldn't stop watching it. I actually watched it all in one go. But, you know, it explores the life principles that, you know, we can learn from Arnold and his vast life experiences and how we can really apply them to our own lives for personal growth and success and so much more. You know, I've been watching Arnold since I was a kid. You know, it's funny when you're that age, you don't really notice accents and really think about the fact that Arnold is not originally from America. You know, he's actually from Austria. He was actually born in 1947. He didn't actually become an American citizen until 1983, the year I was born. But, you know, he grew up in a tough time in Europe, you know, post-World War II. His father was actually in the Nazi Party, which not a lot of people know about. But, you know, that was actually something required at the time for adult males, not, you know, something that his, you know, father necessarily wanted. But he lived through really tumultuous times, and he grew up around a lot of ignorance and anti-Semitism, something that he is very outspoken against today, and he is an advocate for, you know, equality and justice for all. And you know, his story is it's truly remarkable, and he really represents the true American dream, you know, and that is that if you just work hard, you know, you can get somewhere despite your circumstances. So let's jump right in. So I want to discuss the life principles, 5 specifically to live by, as inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So the first one is embrace your vision and set audacious goals. So Arnold's life is a testament to the power of vision and setting audacious goals. From his humble beginnings in Austria to becoming a bodybuilding champion, a Hollywood superstar, influential politician, you know, his relentless pursuit of his dreams, it just teaches us to embrace our own visions, set ambitious goals, you know, learn how to define your vision and create a roadmap, a life blueprint, you know, to achieve it, no matter how grand, you know, or ridiculous it may seem. You know, he's overcome so many hurdles in his life. And, you know, many people don't actually know that he actually struggled as an actor for 10 years before he became, you know, like an international superstar. You know, these things don't just happen overnight. In fact, many directors, many agents told him, "You're too big, your accent is too thick, no one will ever hire you," but he just persevered. You know, many people don't know that he actually won 13 bodybuilding championships despite setbacks in his career, actually in America. But, you know, he relented and, you know, he had idols, actually, you know, when he was younger, he wanted to be like since he was a kid. You know, it's really important to have a mentor or someone in your head, someone that you think of that kind of exemplifies like the life you want to have. And for him, that was Reg Park, who was a really successful bodybuilder who went on to become Hercules in a major motion picture. You know, and, you know, so his vision was set by the time, you know, when he was an adult. He watched this man, he followed him, he had his posters on his wall, and he decided that he wanted to be him. And interestingly enough, after he won, you know, numerous bodybuilding championships, he met his idol finally, and he mentored him. You know, they become close, and, you know, the families knew each other. And funny enough, you know, him and his mentor ended up eventually being in the same bodybuilding championship to compete. And then he beat him. You know, how crazy is that? You know, so it kind of goes to show you like how much people can really inspire you, you know, in life. You know, it's just such an amazing story. Okay, so principle number 2, develop an unbreakable work ethic. So Arnold's success didn't just come overnight. He really dedicated himself to years and hours of intense training, honing his craft, pushing his limits. You know, he worked construction during the day, worked out, took speech classes to make it in America because, you know, he pretty much just knew German. And then he took acting classes, you know, until midnight, from I believe it was 8 p.m. till midnight for years. You know, this is hard work. This is hard work, everyone. Pure and simple. There was no magic. There's no fluff. People think he just magically appeared in Hollywood one day. Like, no, he had movies that flopped in New York, but he just kept at it. People told him that he was too rigid. His accent was too thick, but he just kept working. He tried to become a better actor, and it was just focused, damn hard work. So this is the lesson. If you're not willing to work, you're not going to see your results. Plain and simple. It's all in the law of attraction. You you attract these things into your life when you work for them. That's it. I think today this generation largely thinks everything can be solved with some AI and good old technology, so you can streamline your life. But it doesn't always work that way. The old values never change, good old fashioned hard work. So, his really unwavering work ethic in the face of scrutiny and doubt, it really teaches us the importance of hard work, discipline, perseverance. You want to discover how to develop your own unbreakable work ethic, okay? And really cultivate that resilience needed to overcome challenges on your path to personal growth. You can't see failure as failure. You have to see failure as a learning lesson. All right, that brings me to number 3. Life principle number 3 is embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. So, I truly believe we don't really fail in life. We only learn. So, it's us, it's the individual who choose to be defeated or not see things as failure. Arnold's life is filled with instances of, failure turned success, whether it was setbacks in bodybuilding competitions or initial struggles in the film industry. He viewed failure as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger in general, physically and mentally. I know this is true for myself. I've failed so much in my life. I've had ideas that never panned out. I played in groups that never panned out earlier in my music career. But eventually I kept working. I kept focused in Los Angeles, and I ended up living my dream. And I traveled around the world, and it was amazing. But, this is the point. You don't always know when things will happen. But you need to make a decision. You need to let go, enjoy the journey, and not fall on that plan B. And then eventually the universe picks you out of the crowd. The chosen one who's put in the time, who put in the effort, those daily successes, they breed long-term success. Remember that. Nothing comes easy, to these successful people that we worship, okay? You have to put in the work. So explore the power of embracing failure, reframing setbacks as stepping stones to success, and really develop that, strong mindset that propels you forward despite any obstacle, no matter what your friends say, no matter what your partner says, no matter what your family says. All right, life principle number 4, cultivate an unshakable self-belief. So Arnold had really an unwavering self-belief, and that was a driving force behind his accomplishments. He had this blueprint for his life, and he was just sticking to it no matter what. And he believed in himself when others doubted him, directors, family, friends. He moved from Europe to America. People thought he was crazy, but when people doubted him, it still allowed him to overcome those challenges and achieve his own greatness. So, he uncovered strategies to cultivate a strong self-belief, had those daily successes with his workouts. He looked good, he felt good, and he tapped into his inner confidence to pursue his dreams fearlessly. And it's funny enough, when he was trying to become an actor, a lot of people don't know this, but he was a little entrepreneur. He was really inspired by some people who owned gyms, and they encouraged him to invest in real estate. So he actually, when he won all these bodybuilding competitions around the world and in Los Angeles, all over the States actually, he started to invest that money in these little apartment complexes, little things. So when he wanted to become an actor, he wasn't trying to do daily acting gigs on a set. He got a phone call one day from James Cameron, who was director of Terminator, Avatar, all these amazing movies, and James Cameron was interested in having him for a movie, and Arnold said to him, "Listen, I'm not interested in being a day-to-day actor. I want to be a star." You know, I know it sounds a bit ostentatious, but the truth is he had that vision. So he actually was already a millionaire before he actually became an actor because he had all these little investments and he used those investments to invest in what he was really passionate about. And that was, trying to be on the big screen like his hero, who was Hercules back in the day. So it's a pretty amazing story, and it just brings you back to the point that life is too short to worry. Don't apologize for it. Even if people think you're ostentatious, or full of yourself, because when you're dead, like that's it. So I truly think that knowing you will die someday really serves as the most powerful reminder to seize every moment, pursue your dreams, and really live to the fullest. Instead of dwelling on our perceived limitations or shortcomings, let's embrace the limited time we have and really make it count and focus on cultivating meaningful relationships, pursuing your passions, leaving a positive impact on the world. Life's brevity teaches us not to waste precious moments on trivial matters or like things that are just not worth our time, but invest our time and energy into experiences that bring us joy, growth, fulfillment, happiness. So stand tall in your aspirations, live without those regrets and really try to make each day a testament to the incredible potential that resides within all of us. Which leads me to life principle number 5 for Arnold, and that is give back and make a difference. So Arnold's life has been marked by his commitment to giving back and really making a positive impact on others, from the time he was a, world-recognized bodybuilder to world-recognized actor to someone who decides to go into politics, and give back to the people. Like, who does that? Nobody does that, but through his vision, work ethic, and resilience, self-belief, dedication to making a difference, we can learn a lot about this. He still works with numerous charities and is involved in the Special Olympics, inspiring others through his achievements and personal willpower, no matter your limitations. So whether through philanthropy, advocacy, or public service, he really exemplifies the importance of using our success to uplift others, be a positive inspiration and really create a better world overall in general for everybody. Learn how to incorporate a sense of service and contribution into your own life, finding fulfillment through helping others. It's the greatest service that you could really provide to the world. When you think back on your life and, what you did, like, did you just do everything for yourself or did you do something that helped others? Even if it's in the most tiniest way, helping an old lady across the street, or giving, 5 pounds to a homeless person, all these little things, they really add up to really big things, So, really think about this for your life. Remember, success is not merely measured by achievements, but by the positive impact, we have on the world around us. Okay. Every little bit counts. Walk by somebody today, smile at them, watch them smile back, and I'll tell you, it will uplift their life. Give a compliment to your partner today. Give somebody a gift out of the blue. Tell your friend that, hey, just so you know, I appreciate you and I love you. These little things, they have such a compound effect on your life, other people's life, and you really end up making a really huge difference. So give back, make a difference in your own way. So that's it for me today, guys. 5 life principles as inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Again, if you haven't seen the documentary on Netflix, I highly recommend it. It's just called Arnold. So just to recap, really embrace your vision and set audacious goals. Number 2, develop an unbreakable work ethic. Number 3, embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Number 4, cultivate an unshakable self-belief. And number 5, give back and make a difference. So thank you for joining me today on this episode of Life 2.0. And, stay tuned for more enlightening discussions on personal growth, discovering keys to, really unlocking your full potential in life, living a little bit better. And, I want to mention that I would really appreciate your support in becoming a monthly supporter. You can click on the link below in the podcast notes if you'd like to do that. So I can help bring the impact of personal growth and development to more people in the world. Mental health is so important. We all need a little bit more of it nowadays. So also for your support, you can also leave a review, follow me on socials, or, simply tell a friend about the podcast. And that's all. So I hope you enjoyed the episode today on these life principles. So remember to live inspired, guys, and just wishing you all love and prosperities. All the best. Bye-bye.